You've probably never heard of the OSR, or maybe if you have, you wrote it off as some kind of tedious dungeon crawl full of combat and crunchy rules. But what if I told you it's actually the opposite of what you're thinking? You're here because you love stories, tension, mystery, drama, choices that matter. You're not here to do math dressed as a wizard. So why do you care about a playstyle that's built in the 70s over classic D&D? Here's the twist. OSR isn't actually about the numbers, it's about vibe. It's a design philosophy, less about what's on your character sheet, but more about how you interact with this world. Less I roll to seduce the Duke, more what do you actually say? Or maybe that Hydra is clearly too strong for your party to face directly. So, what else could you do to even the odds or even avoid fighting it entirely? That thrill when players pull off something wild with no idea if they will work, OSR thrives on that. It's not combat or levels, it's all about consequence. When there are fewer rules, your choices matter a lot more. You fail forward, think fast, and try to stay alive. This is the rulebook for a typical OSR game. Look at that size. 80% of it, you don't even need to know. It's for the GM. Yes, there's a bit of a sandbox aspect to OSR games sometimes, but that doesn't mean there's no plot. It means you drive the story. There's no railroad, no pre-written arc. It's your job to poke around the world and see what screams back. It's reactive, it's improvisational, and it's deeply personal. If you hate combat, that's even better. The OSR doesn't reward combat, it actively punishes it. You talk, sneak, lie, solve, you bribe monsters, break the rules, run like hell. These are all the things that thrive on OSR. It's about how clever you are, not how good you are with a sword. Sometimes you think dungeon crawl and you think room, monster, loot, repeat. But in the OSR, it's a survival horror game. Imagine this. You're low on torches. You desperately need to recover the lost treasure somewhere in the labyrinth, and any ill conceived mistake could spell disaster. You step on a stone tile, and something in dungeon goes click. But what? Could it be a secret room? Or did you accidentally unleash something ancient into the halls? Every hallway is a decision. Every door you open is a gamble. It's not about fighting everything, it's about avoiding fights you cannot win. It's puzzle solving, it's risk management, it's horror, exploration, and storytelling all at once. The crawl is the drama. You'll need to think creatively to get around impossible odds and avoid rolling the dice altogether. It's not about charging into combat, but trying to avoid it as much as you possibly can until you're absolutely sure that you have the upper hand. The OSR isn't nostalgia. It's freedom, it's fear, it's mystery, and it might just be the most alive form of RPG storytelling you are going to experience. If you're used to modern RPGs, you're probably thinking storytelling means developing your character arc, right? The trauma, the growth, the redemption, go powerful, and all that kind of stuff. But in the OSR, it flips that dichotomy around. Your character isn't the story, the world is, the dungeon is. OSR storytelling is environmental, it's emergent and reactive. You don't have pre-written cutscenes, but you will remember the time your party betrayed a god to get a shortcut from one side of the dungeon to the other, or accidentally sparked a cult by lying a bit too well. This is the kind of storytelling where plot grows from consequence, where choices snowball, where mystery lingers, and where no one's going to save you. Not even the GM, because all the rolling is done out in the open. You built the narrative, one that's terrifying and full of beautiful choices at every turn. And here's the rub. Because it's not a character based story, your adventure doesn't end when your character dies. You just roll up a new one and rejoin the party. It's super fast and easy to do, so player death isn't that much of a big deal. It's just the way things happen sometimes, just like real life, right? And once you start relying more on this and less of what's written on this, your chances of survival are going to increase massively. If that sounds interesting to you, join us for a quick game and see if it's your jam by heading to our Instagram page or Discord page to sign up. I'll see you in the dungeon.